Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day today. Good day for me. Good day for me. Second day off in a row. I know I never called in. Uh, had a weekend off. Doesn't happen a lot. I went and bought a cologne off marketplace. It's Montclair Pour Homme. Some people call it Pour Homme Black. I don't know what the fucking difference is. I know there's a black one they just released, but this has been called black now. Longer than that. Some of the bigger bottles have an LCD, like the big 150 ml bottles, from what I read. Not this. Not this. This is just my phone too. Good phone, Pixel 7 something or other. So good camera. But yeah, actually I use this a lot now. My phone, because it's better than my camera, believe it or not. So uh, yeah, I bought this. I'll give you my first impressions on it first, but I wanted to show you. I'm at a park here, right close to where I picked this up. It's Wolastoq. I'll get a picture of or a video of the name of it. It means in my ancestors' native tongue, it means I believe big river. And it's right on the harbor where the St. John River meets the harbor going into the Bay of Fundy. And it's absolutely beautiful over here. And I just wanted to give you a quick little tour of that, and then I'll come back with a quick first impression of that. So I'm going to get out and walk a bit and show you around this. And I got a story about this place that I'll talk about after we're done. But we'll see. Hold on. I don't know how you're going to hear me because of the wind, but this is the mouth of the St. John River. It comes in this way and goes into the Bay of Fundy out all the way over to there. Beautiful. That's the uptown area of our city. This is the west side. I'm on the west side. Past on that side's the north, and down more that way south, and straight down is east where I live. That's the two bridges. You've got the Harbor Bridge and the Falls Bridge. This is called Reversing Falls, not because it I don't even know if you'll be able to see it or not. Try to zoom in, but you can see right where my finger's at. The whirlpools flow. The only place in the northern hemisphere where the water flows counterclockwise, I believe it is, or clockwise, I can't remember. But it's beautiful here. It's beautiful. It's a big park. Pause this for a minute. I'm not sure how well it's coming across on the film here, or camera, but there's 3 islands here. There's a story to those 3 islands. I'm going to bring you up to, I'll tell you about the story as I'm walking up there, but there's a story behind them, a native legend. And we're just going to go right up here. You're going to come up, you're going to see a big beaver with a guy with a club behind him, a native warrior. That's the giant beaver, and that's Wolastoq, the native. It's kind of like a warrior god to my people, and as the story goes, the giant beaver, that was a dam, them 3 islands, and he had giant beaver dammed up the opening there, and the people couldn't get out to fish or anything, and so they prayed to Wolastoq to do something about it. And he went and he destroyed the giant beaver's dam. All that's left now are the 3 islands of it, and cursed the beaver to never be giant again, which is a good thing. There's some more of the park. The park's huge. Like I said, I'm not going to pick through the whole thing. It's absolutely gorgeous, though. All these statues you see are all of natives. This was originally native land, of course. Well, they're not all native. I don't even know who this guy is. Looks like Sam de Cham. It is Samuel de Champlain. He was the fella that first came and Basically came in there, the mouth of the St. John River, in 1604. And he showed up on St. John the Baptist Day, June 24th, my birthday. And that's why the river's called St. John, and that's why we're called St. John. So, thanks, Frenchman. Like I said, most of these are native. Not all of them. Of course, it's a lot of stuff that happened in this city over the years, and just wanted to show you this park, man. It's just gorgeous. It just keeps going on and on. I hope the size of it is coming off on. I mean, it's not the biggest park, not even the biggest park in the city. It will actually be about a medium-sized park, but for where it's at, oh, seagull. There was something flying away. And there's places you can sit. I come up here at lunch because it's pretty close to my work, and in the nice days and have food, I guess lunch, and but there's places you can sit. I'm gonna take you back over to my favorite view. There's a truck there now, but I usually sit at right in front of my car. I usually sit right where that truck is, at that table, and that's where I have my lunch. Sometimes I go over, there's one way over the other side too, and just because it's shaded by trees, if it's really hot, I can sit under there and have my lunch. And anyway, guys, I'm gonna pause this, and then I'm gonna give you a little story about this place. It's kind of neat. So I'm gonna get back in the car so people don't think I'm crazy. So I'm back in my car. I'm gonna do my filthy habit and have a cigarette. I know, but I'm down to half a pack a day most days, sometimes even less. So I'm doing really good with the vaping. So about this park. Oh, someone walked by. Hold on. They got a nice little German Shepherd with them. This park originally, of course, was Indian land, of course. Native American. My peeps. Word, homies. And before somebody gets on me, I don't care. I'm not one of those, we're all Canadian now. We just gotta get along. But anyway, it's not this whole, I don't get political. That originally was native land, but the city erected a hospital over here in the 1800s, and not a regular hospital. It is a lunatic asylum, as the old folks still call it around here. Its name was Center Care. It was a mental institution, right, for people with mental problems. And a lot of stuff happened at that hospital, like you'd expect from the 1800s, right? Unnecessary surgeries like lobotomies, all kinds of weird electroshock therapies and ice water therapies, which would be bad enough, but the patients were abused. Some of them starved. They called it some kind of therapy where you starve them, you deprive them of water. I forget what it was called now. It's ridiculous. A lot of physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, and unfortunately a lot of sexual abuse happened. There's documented facts of it. And the stuff that is documented is probably only the tip of the iceberg, you know what I mean? So I'm saying all that not to bring you down, that that place was knocked down about 10 years ago, and I believe in a combination with the native government in our land and the city, they both pitched in and they made this park. And there's also a thing going to name the park or named the river St. John River back to its original name from the natives, which was Wolastoq, which is what the park is called, right? The Wolastoq River, which means, I think it means big river or fast river, something like that. I can't remember 100%. And anyway, I'm telling you all that because they tore it down. No, they didn't. They did tear it down. The land wasn't. It was donated. It was bought by the Irving Company. I don't know if you've seen the big refinery when I showed you the islands there, but that's his, and he owns pretty much the whole city, right? The corporation, pretty much the whole province. And he donated it back to the native government, and with help from the city and from them and from the federal government, all that stuff, they made it into a public park with some educational things, as you've seen. All them statues you've seen all have a story right in front of them. And anyway, get back to what I was talking about, the story. This is supposedly, because of the lunatic asylum that was here, the most haunted spot in the city, and if not in New Brunswick, where the province I'm from. Apparently you get a lot of people that were abused, died here, murdered here in that hospital. Apparently their ghosts are still... No, I don't really... I mean, are there ghosts? That's a whole other story. I don't know. Is there, isn't there? There's usually a scientific explanation for everything. But it'd be fucking fun to come out here is what I'm getting at nighttime, right? With a camera and just see if anything happens, or if, you know, you can freak yourself out without knowing why. So, yeah, this is the most haunted spot in the city, guys. The most haunted spot in the city, according to everybody. Anyway, let's get on to the first impressions. I know you've been waiting now forever, but I just want to show you this park. Actually, I'm going to do a separate video for that because I want to do the park one by itself. So I'll be back in a minute.